Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Mike O'Brien, and in this video we're talking about the Galaxy Buds Plus we're talking about the Galaxy Buds Plus and the Galaxy Buds. Now, obviously I'm joking, I can tell the difference between these, but at first glance you would say Samsung didn't change anything. Now, in reality, they actually made quite a few changes, and what they did instead of a massive redesign was they took the design that already was a pretty good product and they made incremental changes in what I would consider all the right places. So in this video, we'll dive into what those changes were, and we'll discuss if it's actually worth that price difference, where the old Galaxy Buds were originally $130. Now you can buy them for as low as $95. And I'll put a link in the description so you can see the latest price, but the new ones are $150. So we're talking about a $55 to $60 price difference there. Are the upgrades actually worth it? So we'll talk about that in this video, but I want to start off with a physical tour of these products, just talk about the differences, because there really are very few physical differences. The first is the weight, but it's really not even that noticeable. The new Galaxy Buds Plus are about 2 grams heavier, and I'll show you the exact weights. I'll just pop it up on the screen right there. But that is to accommodate a larger battery, because one of the biggest improvements they made here was the battery life of the new Galaxy Buds. The new buds claim to have approximately double the battery life in the earbuds and in the case of the old Galaxy Buds. There is actually one other mechanical difference with these earbuds, and that comes with the feel of them, of the case in particular, when you open and close it. So the old one was a much more loose lid right there where it snaps open and then it clips shut very easily. So when you open it, you have to actually click it into the open position. And then as soon as you get out of the open position, they almost instantly just kind of fall shut. Now the new ones, the best way I can explain them is that they're just kind of smoother. So I don't know if it's a tighter tolerance or a little bit more resistance in there, but you'll see that with these buds, you can open the case to almost any level you want. It does kind of clip open a little bit, but it is actually a really nice premium feel to that right there. And other than that, you'll see that there are almost no differences besides the aesthetic to the cases. Now, of course, they come in different colors now. The old Galaxy Buds came in black, white, this really bright yellow color, and then I believe they came out later with kind of a silver one. I'll pop the colors up on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. But the new Galaxy Buds Plus come in 3 colors. They have white. Obviously, it's a much higher gloss, as you can see here. They also have Cosmic Black, not Galaxy Black. I don't know why they called it that. And then they also have Cloud Blue. So honestly, I don't think the colors are really a big difference there. Most people, from what I've seen, get either black or white. And then inside, you'll see that there's really not a huge difference here. The white buds, you'll see that they're still white, but the case inside is not blue. It's white all the way around. Whereas the old ones kind of had this light blue or weird unsaturated blue color on the inside. So doesn't make a big difference. Then you also have this strange little rubber pad there to show you which one's right and left. Not really a big change there either. Now, looking at the buds, you'll see they're really the same size, almost the same weight. I'm talking maybe half a gram difference there, just to accommodate a slightly larger battery. But then the only other difference you'll see here is on the back. There's a tiny pinhole extra on the new Galaxy Buds, which is our extra microphone. So I'll test that out in a few minutes, but these do have 3 microphones now. So the new Galaxy Buds Plus have 2 microphones on the outside and 1 on the inside, whereas the old ones just had 1 on the inside, 1 on the outside. So let's go into a microphone test right now and see if they actually sound different. Okay, so to test out the microphone on the old Galaxy Buds, let's switch over. And this is what it sounds like talking on the original Galaxy Buds. Now, I'm in a studio setting right now, and the app I'm using should be doing a pretty good job of capturing what it would sound like in a phone call. So comment down below if you think these sound good or not. And then these are the Galaxy Buds Plus. Again, we have the extra microphone on each earbud. So comment down below if these sound significantly better or if you think it sounds almost the same. Again, we're not in a noisy environment. If you want to see that test, check out my previous video where I reviewed these in a noisy environment and in a studio, if you want to see what the microphone sounds like there. So a quick aside, I will be making more videos on the Galaxy Buds Plus, including some updates and comparisons to other brands. So if you're interested in those, make sure you go down and click the subscribe button and the bell icon. Okay, so I did find one weird thing about the Galaxy Buds Plus. When you put them in the cradle and you have ambient mode turned all the way up, but not at the maximum, like the crazy extra high mode, just at the third one. And as you start to close the case, if you're making any sound, you start to get some feedback right there. So see if we can catch that on the microphone. I don't know if you heard that or not. Kind of a strange thing right there. Now let's talk about the batteries between these two earbuds. So the old ones were supposed to last about 6 hours per bud and 13 hours with the case. So as far as earbuds go on the market, that's generally not that long. But for me, I always found that I could easily get through 1 or 2 days with really no problems. And charging this was very easy. You can just plop it onto any wireless charging pad, or you can use the USB-C on the back. So I never had a problem with that. But the new buds should be allowing you to travel farther without needing power as much, because you're essentially getting double the battery life based on the specs. You should be getting 11 hours per earbud and 22 hours with the case. Now, some people pointed out you could have like 44 hours if you used one earbud at a time. That's honestly very impressive. If you want to do that, you can last a very long time with these earbuds. Now, charging, you actually have a quick charge feature on both of these. So 3 minutes of charging with the new Galaxy Buds Plus gives you 1 hour of listening, whereas on the old earbuds, not an exact comparison here, but 15 minutes of charging gave you 100 minutes. As far as audio quality goes, the Galaxy Buds Plus definitely sound better. I would say the sound is a little bit richer, a little bit warmer, and definitely a bit more low-level detail. So part of that is, actually most of that is because they have now a dual driver system in here, so woofer and tweeter, which means that you, like I said, have more dynamic audio there. Now, the original Galaxy Buds still sounded pretty good, so your average listener who is just listening to Spotify and is not an audiophile, just looking for, decent audio, it'll sound pretty good, and you might not even hear the difference. But people that have more of a trained ear, you would definitely be preferring the Galaxy Buds Plus. The Galaxy Buds Plus have IPX2 water resistance, which is nice if you're sweating or running in the rain. You shouldn't have any problem. And now let's actually talk a little bit more about the app itself. Now, something that Samsung is kind of notorious for is making an upgrade to their product, like what we saw with the Active 1 and the Watch Active 2, where some of the biggest differences were within the app, which they probably could have just rolled out as an upgrade to the previous model, but they did want you to buy the new one. So let's dive into the app and see what the differences are here between these. Now, the first difference is when you first open up the Galaxy Buds Plus, you'll see that the little animation on the screen is definitely much more detailed. So it pops up, shows you taking them out, and then it shows you the battery level of each earbud and the battery level of the case. Now, if we go into the Galaxy Wear app, you'll see that it is different here, and I'll show you both like side by side right now. So on the Galaxy Buds Plus, they tell you the case and the earbuds at the top. Right now, it's not showing the case because the case is dead. But you can turn on ambient sound right there, and we have 3 different levels. The reason you see a 4th level is because of the labs function on the bottom. I'll show you that in just 1 second. The equalizer looks a little bit different on these, but essentially you're doing the same thing. It's a little bit more fun on the Galaxy Buds Plus, how you can kind of use a slider and tap and drag around and switch between them like that. But like I said, it does the same thing. Notifications is the same. Touchpad functions are almost the same. So they have the same single, double, and triple tap functions, but if you tap and hold, you'll see that there is actually a difference here, where on the old earbuds, you could actually go into like a quick ambient. So if someone's talking, you just tap and hold while they're talking. I think Samsung found that maybe not many people used that. I know I didn't actually use that. So they replaced that with opening Spotify. Now, unfortunately, if you listen to YouTube Music or Apple Music or Tidal or whatever you listen to, you can't do that yet. Right now, they only have Spotify. Small drawback there, but I think that might be an update they can release in the near future. Now, if you go to advanced on the Galaxy Buds Plus, they allow you to use ambient during phone calls, which is really nice, so that when you're talking on the phone, you can hear yourself, and so you can have ambient off when you're not on the phone, but turn it on when you are on the phone, so you don't end up yelling in like a library or any kind of quiet public environment. Then at the very bottom of the Galaxy Buds Plus app, you can see that we have labs right there. This is a big one because they're kind of rolling out some beta features right here that they might implement full-time later. So double tapping the earbud edge is a really cool one. So you can actually free up an extra, so like instead of touch and hold to turn the volume up or down, you can free up those functions and instead turn the volume up and down by double tapping the corner of the earbud. Now, I'll talk about that in another video. I'm still not really good at that yet. Sometimes I hit the wrong spot, and it's kind of tricky to get exactly the right location. But when you get it, it is kind of nice that they have that. Then we have extra high ambient mode, and that essentially is like just full blast. It sounds like you're talking into like a karaoke machine, so it's a little bit, you can tell the gain's all the way up and it's not the best audio quality of your voice talking, but it definitely, you know, if you're hard of hearing or you really want to hear your environment and you listen to loud music, it's nice that there is that function. Then lastly, gaming mode allows you to like minimize the audio delay, which I'll say I haven't seen much audio delay anyway, just from watching videos. So comment down below if you used gaming mode and found any significant difference there and if you thought it was actually worth it. But all three of these features and just labs in general is not something that we've been seeing in the original Galaxy Buds. Now, opening the Galaxy Buds, I'll show you right there, is a little bit different because you'll see that while it does pop up on the screen, they don't give you that fun animation. It looks a little bit older and more cartoony, and they only tell you the battery level of each earbud and not the case. Now, when you go into the app, you'll see that, again, what you have there is at the top a little bit less animated of what the earbud battery level is, and they don't show you the case battery. Then the equalizer has the same things, just a slightly different look to it. And then you see you have fewer functions down below. So you do have notifications, touchpad, ambient sound, and find my earbuds, but that's really all you have here. So when it comes down to it, I love the Galaxy Buds Plus. I think they're an excellent pair of earbuds, but at the same time, the Galaxy Buds are still a decent pair of earbuds. They have a much shorter battery, they have one less microphone, and they're lacking some of the new features, but they do a pretty good job. So if you're somebody who is on a budget and you're looking for your first pair of truly wireless earbuds, you may consider getting the Galaxy Buds. They definitely do a decent job. Now, if you have the money and you just say, I don't care, they're both pretty good, the Galaxy Buds Plus are definitely significantly better. So that extra battery life, the extra microphone definitely goes a long way. And having those extra neat features in the app, especially in labs, means that these are essentially just a more robust pair of earbuds. Guys, that's my analysis of these earbuds. Comment down below and let me know which one you like better and why. As always, guys, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.